Here we go.
Is gravity? You may have heard Can me and you talk about Bendy Space-Time, or more formally known as gravity? You may have heard other flat earthers say, no, gravity doesn't exist. It's a theory. It's buoyancy and density, but it's actually more than that. Buoyancy, density, and electrostatics, in my opinion. If you didn't know, there's a measurable amount of electrostatics in the air. This Richard Feynman lecture really puts it into perspective. And if you really want to check it out, I linked it in my Telegram, link tree in my bio. Here's the article though, if you want to read it real quick. As one goes upward from the surface of the ground, the electric potential increases about 100 volts per meter. Here's a graphic to kind of give you an idea of how this would look. So why am I talking about this? As you go up, you become more positively charged, so you will seek equilibrium with the negative, being the ground. So that's why when you hear other heliosexuals saying, why aren't we flying away if gravity isn't real? It's because you're denser than the atmosphere that encompasses you, the nitrogen, oxygen, and other gases, as well as the electrostatic force is basically sticking you to the ground. But don't blindly believe me. Listen to Walter Lewin, an MIT professor, giving a lecture literally explaining this. Let's listen to it and talk about it.
And not part of 802, so I'll leave that alone for now. So what holds our world together? Well, on the nuclear scale, 10 to the minus 12 centimeters, very important are the nuclear forces. On an atomic scale, up to thousands of kilometers, it's really electric forces that hold our world together. But on a much larger scale, planets and stars and the galaxy, it is gravity that holds our world together.
If you were listening closely, he said, from the atomic level up to thousands of kilometers, that is what's holding our world together, is electrostatics, not gravity. And gravity only comes into play on the planetary force, and there's problems with certain planets with the gravity, and then you have to invoke dark matter and dark energy, which is supposed to make up 95% of the universe, to actually make any of that work. So it's kind of a reification fallacy, if you ask me. I have a little bit more I need to go over, but seriously, read this quote by Isaac Newton himself talking about gravity and mass attracting mass. This is a drone with 0 moving parts. It uses ionic propulsion or electrostatics to fly. Got to add this earlier in the video, but if you're curious why the downward vector is decided, why things choose to fall down, not sideways and up, it's because of the downward pour of the electrostatics in the atmosphere to the ground that's acting as a negative. There's an article admitting that dark matter and dark energy supposedly make up 95% of the current cosmological view of the universe. Just a side note, dark matter adds up to 666 in gematria. Space and time are human constructs. They can't be bent or explain what's going on in the universe. If you want more of my opinion, check my link tree in my bio. I've got a podcast there.